Hi everyone, I'm Karen from Makeup and Beauty Blog, and today we've got part 2 of the Steven Klein NARS Holiday 2015 collection. I'll be covering the 15-piece color collection, which is currently available online at narscosmetics.com and at NARS boutiques, and will be at Sephora stores and NARS counters at department stores November 1st. I looked down there for a second because I have my notes down here, so if on occasion I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Alright, so like I said, it was 15 pieces. We've got pieces for lips, eyes, and nails, and cheeks. And this one is predominantly lip heavy, just like the gifting collection, which was the part 1 video I posted earlier. This one has a lot of stuff going on for the lips. The exciting thing about this collection, I think, is the launch of a new formula called Killer Shine. Killer Shine. And so we've got 3 Killer Shine lipsticks, 3 Killer Shine glosses, and I'm wearing them right now, not all of them, of course, on my lips. We'll get to that in a second. But first, who is Steven Klein? Well, he's a fashion photographer, and a lot of his photography is featured in this year's holiday campaign. And it's very, how shall we say, I don't know, it's like kind of 50 Shades of Grey meets occasional Jason Voorhees mask. It's a little uncomfortable at times, but other times it's very sublime and beautiful. So the idea is exquisite fantasy played to extremes. And with this color collection, we've got the idea that there's different rules and different roles, and they're yours for the taking. So, I don't know. So you can work this however you want to and indulge in that fantasy. I figure if you're in some sort of 50 Shades situation, and if you ever have the opportunity to go to like the secret back room, this might be the collection to wear. So it's a very untraditional holiday collection. It's not all like cutesy and, you know, sipping hot cocoa by the fire with your grandma. It's a little bit edgy. So if you like that kind of makeup, then you might like this collection. So let's start with a new formula, Killer Shine. I'm wearing, like I said earlier, this on my lips. I've got the No Shame lipstick on my lips, topped with Fast Life Gloss. Now, here are the lipsticks. They're $29 each. And we've got, oh, and of course, they're all disorganized and covered with cat hair, because that's how I roll. This is Besame Mucho. That's a deep rosy beige. The deepest shade in the center is No Shame, the reddish plum that I'm wearing on my lips. And here on this end is Redemption, a metallic pink champagne. Now these are similar in texture and finish to the MAC blusters. They're very lightweight, silky, and they have lots of glide and slip, so they're super comfortable on the lips. Let me show you the swatches. This is Besame Mucho. This is No Shame. And that's Redemption. Now these are unscented and unflavored, and I like how these apply on the lips. They're very shiny, and the shine stays on for the entire time, and I don't have any problems with any patchiness or settling into vertical lip lines. I get the best wear from the darkest shade, No Shame. It's the one with the most pigment. It lasts from 5 to 6 hours. With the nudes, I get about 2 to 4. Out of all the 3, this one I would have to say is my fave. I feel like this one is the most fall out of the 3. Well, you can wear the other 2 throughout the year, especially if you do love doing smoky eyes like I do. But this one feels very appropriate for the season. Yay to this one. So the Killer Shine lip glosses, there's 3 of them. They're $28 each, and there's 3 shades. We've got Provoke, a deep iris purple, Fast Life, an iridescent dusty rose, and that's the lip gloss that I'm wearing right now. And then Special Force, a wild strawberry. Not a tame strawberry, but a wild strawberry. So this is Provoke, this is Fast Life, and this is Special Force. Use the force. So these are very pigmented, very sticky, and very shiny, which leads to the stickiness leads to a long wear time. I get about 3 to 4 hours of wear, which is great for a gloss. High shine, high pigment, lots of pretty good wear time, thumbs up. By the way, this has a brush applicator. It's teeny tiny, so depending on how you feel about your applicators, you may or may not like this. I don't mind it so much, although I do prefer a doe foot. Give me that doe foot any old day, girl. So these have no scent, by the way. There's a subtle vanilla flavor. It's very, very subtle though. You can hardly notice it. It's gone in like less than a minute. Okay, so that idea of like shininess on the lips, it's carried over to the eyes. There's not a lot of mattes in this collection. The eyes are also shiny as well. We've got 3 eyeshadow singles, and they are $25 each. All have, let's pick them up and show them to you, shall we? Because that's the fun part. All have various degrees of shine and shimmer. The one that I have on my lids right now is Never Too Late, which is the khaki with a gold micro shimmer. I'd say that this one's the most subtle out of the 3. That's this right here. I would like I like this shade for every day. I've been wearing this on my lids lately and then like smoked out along the lower lash lines. It's really pretty if you've got brown eyes, especially because the green plays up against the brown. I love how this buffs out as well. It just fades really easily when you go in there with like your dome brush and you just go boop, 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 boop. It's beautiful. The second shiniest one is Mortal, which is the iridescent pearl white. And this is a straight up frost. I'm wearing this gently buffed in my inner corner because this is super shiny. And frost, meh, white, meh. They don't really do a lot for me, but if you love that sort of high shine white kind of eyeshadow, you might like it. The third shade, oh, now this one's very fun. It's called Stud. Hey Stud. It's a glittery pewter bronze. Now this one's my favorite for going out of this collection. It's a high shine glitter. I have this pressed onto the center of my lid and I just use that my fingers. You can also use like a flat eyeshadow brush, but what I would do is I would wet that eyeshadow brush and then pick it up and pack it on because it's really, really beautiful. That's what I wore. Last weekend, I went out to go see my best friend who does musicals. She did this musical. She's in this musical called Sweet Charity. I'd never seen it before. And so I wanted to like kind of look dressed up. Hey, you're going to the theater, right? So I did Stud on my lids with lots of black liner and lots of lashes, and I thought it was really pretty, and it was easy too. The thing is, it's like the key to this is you really have to pat rather than swipe, because the second that you get swiping up into the mix, fallouts all over the place. Let me show you those swatches, by the way. This is the shiny white shade. This is Mortal, and this is Stud. I hope I'm pointing to Stud. Am I? Yeah, it's the one in the center. So yeah, that evening, by the way, I had a really late night. I was like out for 10 hours. I left my house at like 2 and wasn't back until midnight. And by the end of the evening, about half of the glitter was still there. That one tends to move around a little bit. The khaki was fine, but the glitter might get a little patchy, just an FYI. Okay, so yes, there is more shine, and it's in the blush. And this is a duo. It's called Vengeful. It's a dual intensity blush. It's $46 on one side. You've got a white gold highlighter, and the other you've got a shimmering brick red. Now, I have this on my cheeks right now, and this dude, it's intense. Here's the brick red, and here's the gold highlight. So this is one swatch, by the way, of each. It is real deal. So the brick red, go in with a very light touch. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of time buffing it out. And the highlighter is glittery, by the way. There's definitely bigger pieces of glitter, but what I like though is that there's also the pigment in there, so it's not just straight up glitter. This hangs on for a good 6 hours. I wore this last weekend when I went out. It was gone by the end of the evening, gone after 10. So bring this along and touch up if you need to. So the last part of this collection, there's 3 nail polishes. They're $20 each. We've got, let's see, Black Fire, which is a shimmering slate blue. That's the one over here. And then Hard to Get in the center, a metallic bronze gunmetal. And then Night Creature, a metallic iris purple. I'm wearing them on my nails right now. This is, which one is this? This one is Night Creature, the purple. And then this is Hard to Get, the metallic bronze gunmetal. This one's my favorite, by the way. I think that this one is the most interesting just because it's got like, I don't know, a little bit of hint of like gold and bronze and black. I think that one's very cool. And this third one is Blackfire, which is supposed to be blue, but on me it looks more gray. It's very glittery. I mean, these are okay. These are quite intense, I feel like, for holiday colors. Like for holiday, I want to be either wearing like bright red or like a deep plum, and these feel kind of moody, but I guess that fits in with the collection, you know. It's a moody one, so you're gonna have moody nail polishes. So yeah, that is it for the collection. I will have more pictures and swatches on the blog, so head on over there if you want to see that. Let's see, what else? Well, this is not related, but I just thought I'd talk about it for a little bit. Sweet Charity, the show that my friend's in. This is the playbill. It's a show I'd never seen before. She's at the Sunnyvale Theater, which is in Sunnyvale, California. I live in the North Bay. She's in the South Bay, and this is running until October 11th. I'd never seen the show before, but there were some songs that I was familiar with that I just never knew where they came from, like musical songs, like, what's that one? Hey, big spender, So that's in there. And then there's also, If My Friends Could See Me Now. That one is also in there. It's a very cute show. It's about this girl who is living in the city and she's looking for love and she's really hopeful and she gets knocked down but gets back up again. And it was originally made, I guess, has a 60s feel to it. So there's like lots of 60s dancing, lots of 60s outfits. And when you're in your seat, you kind of want to like move around. I don't know. It's very cute and very fun. And this one is running till October 11th and it's at the Sunnyvale Theater. A long, long time ago, I used to do musical theater, which is why I still enjoy watching shows. Yeah. Long, long time ago, another lifetime ago. Anyways, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the Steven Klein Holiday 2015 collection, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.